Hi parents, welcome to Helen Edwards. We're excited to have your student come join us here next year. We understand that when students come into kindergarten, it can sometimes be a hard transition, not just for them, but for you as well. And so we hope that this video serves as a purpose so that you can feel informed in knowing that when your student arrives, that they will not only be safe, but happy as well. So here at Helen Edwards, we believe in educating the whole child. So not only will your student be learning about reading, writing, and math, but they will also be learning about how to manage their social emotional behavior as well. So in this video, we will touch on each of the topics that I have mentioned, and hopefully when the time comes for your student to come in on the first day of school, that you will feel informed and ready for your student to come and join us here at Helen Edwards. We look forward to having you and your students here, and we can't wait to see you on the first day of school.
Hi, I'm Ashton Marcellus.
Hi, I'm Sarah McCaleb.
And we're here to talk to you today about the beginning skills you need for English language arts in kindergarten. Reading in kindergarten has evolved so much over the past few years. Our children are reading at much higher rates than previous years. And our greatest goals as kindergarten teachers is to make sure our kids are reading higher, but not only reading higher, they're also enjoying what they're reading.
When we work with kids at home, they have a much higher rate for success. There are many different things that you can do at home to make sure that your child is ready for kindergarten. Here are a few skills and examples that would be beneficial for your child to know.
One of the first skills you can help your child with is writing and recognizing their first name.
You can do this by grabbing some chalk and going outside and having them write on concrete, or some shaving cream and whipped cream at home, just writing on the table, and then afterwards they can eat that whipped cream.
Another skill that is very important for them is knowing at least 20 letters and sounds.
And you can do this by going to the Dollar Tree, and they have a great selection of teacher stuff, and grabbing some flashcards. And at night before bed, going over just a couple of letters a night, or while you're in the car going somewhere. Another skill would be being familiar with text, knowing how to read from left to right and then up and down.
And this can simply be done by reading to your child at night for 5 minutes before bedtime. And when you're reading to your child at night, it's even better if you take that book and you're pointing and tracking your child's words, because then they're really understanding the concept of left to right and top to bottom on your pages.
Another skill would be to encourage drawing pictures to create stories.
Go ahead, pull out those crayons, those markers, chalk, paint. I know it's scary, but go ahead and pull it out. These kids' imaginations are amazing, and them getting it on paper is the first step to them becoming amazing writers in kindergarten.
The last skill that we feel is necessary for your kids to know is being familiar with sight words. Sight words are words that they learn just by looking at them.
And these sight words are going to be their fundamental stepping stones for reading. Our kids will learn close to 40, sometimes even 50 sight words, and this will help them be a stronger and more confident reader whenever they are getting ready to go on through their next grades.
And these are some of the basic skills that we feel your child needs to know before they enter kindergarten for their English language arts.
Hi parents, welcome to Miss Hadley's classroom. As you can see, math is all around us here at Helen Edwards. Even every morning when we do our daily calendar, we incorporate math skills. And so one of the things here at Helen Edwards, not only do we want our students to be able to read and write, but we also want them to fall in love with math.
Hi parents, working with your children at home on these skills can enhance their math abilities and prepare them for kindergarten. You can do this in many different ways to where kids don't even realize that they're learning, but they think they're having fun. Here at Helen Edwards, we suggest that your children know or become familiar with these things before kindergarten.
So one skill that we would love for your student to know is how to count verbally from 0 to 20, and then also backwards from 10 to 0.
A way that you can do this at home to practice with your kids is by playing hide and go seek. Have the kids count forwards or backwards from 1 to 10 or 1 to 20.
Another skill that would be great for students to know coming into kindergarten would be to know their colors and their shapes.
A good way to practice this is playing I Spy. You can do this at the house or even in the car on your way to and from places. You can do I Spy with colors or even shapes.
Now, not only being able to verbally count from 0 to 20, but it would be helpful if your students would be able to identify the actual numbers from 0 to 20 as well.
And as you know, numbers are everywhere. So you can practice this by looking at a TV remote, a clock, a deck of cards, or any other place that you see.
And then one of the other skills that we would love for your students to be able to work on is how to count with 1-to-1 ratio with objects.
This can be super fun for kids during snack time. You can just get a cup of goldfish and have them count out their goldfish for you. 1, 2, 3, and so on.
So as you can see, math is all around us, and here at Helen Edwards, we love to have fun with math.
Hi, I'm Kelly Jones, and
I'm Shaylee Thomas.
and we're here to teach you all about fine motor skills. Fine motor skills are important for our students to have. We use our hands and muscles in our hands for lots of different activities, and we would love for our students to have practice in using their fine motor skills before they come to kindergarten.
Here are some activities that you can do at home. You probably already do a lot of them, so here are some activities that you can do to help with fine motor skills.
For instance, coloring. We do lots of coloring in kindergarten, so get your kiddos some simple coloring pages and have them practice and encourage them to try to stay in the lines as much as possible. You also might want to discuss the importance of using real life colors. If you were going to color a tree, for instance, you might want to color the trunk brown and the leaves green.
Okay, and the other thing we'd like for you to practice at home is holding a pencil. So show your child how to hold a pencil correctly. Have them practice writing their name and maybe some letters that they already know how to write. If your child struggles with holding the pencil correctly, there are tools like rubber pencil holders, and then other tools like pom-poms or cotton balls that you probably already have at home that can help your child hold their pencil correctly.
And we also have using scissors. So you want to show your child how to use the scissors properly, like putting your fingers through the larger hole and your thumb through the smaller hole, and always make sure that you're cutting away from your body. You can trace shapes or cut out pictures from magazines, or even highlight things for your child to practice cutting before they come to kindergarten.
And the last activity we want you to practice at home before your child comes to kindergarten is tying their shoes. We don't expect them to know perfectly how to tie their shoes, but as long as you're showing them and they're learning before they come, that would be great.
These are just some of the activities that you can teach your child how to use fine motor skills. There's lots of other things and resources you can find online. Thank you.
My name is Kristen Pearson. I'm the school counselor, and this is my friend Karina Valdez. Now, we have some information about your child's social emotional learning. Now, it's real important that you encourage your children to be kind and have good manners, not just because it's part of the curriculum, but because it's an indicator of their success through the school years. So have them say yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you, and then also to look for ways to be helpful to others.
Sharing is a big part of the kindergarten experience. Students share supplies, the teacher's attention, and multiple spaces with their peers. At home, begin acknowledging your child when they share or wait their turn. Encourage them to share toys, snacks, or other activities with siblings and friends.
Now, children thrive under routines and guidance, and so occasionally this means telling your child no. And it's real important before they begin attending school that a child understands no means no. So a little bit of discomfort or being told they're not going to get something that they want now will benefit them in the long run.
In kinder or kids play, they learn through playing. It is important they know to keep safe to themselves and others around them.
And the last is some bathroom business. So the restrooms at school are not a playground. They're a place to take care of bathroom needs, and that is all. So it is important that your student is potty trained before attending school. Now this includes they need to know when they need to go to the restroom. They need to be able to go without assistance from one of the teachers or adults, as well as redress themselves to join the class. So I do want you all to understand, teachers will not wipe students. We don't change their clothes here at school. That is something we expect them to do independently.
Hi, I'm Kristen Klickner. I'm the assistant principal here at Helen Edwards. We're looking forward to seeing you at kindergarten and pre-K Roundup. When you arrive, please remember to bring your child's birth certificate, also their social security card, shot records, a proof of residency, which could be a utility bill like a gas bill or a light bill, and then you also need to have your identification. If you are bringing a pre-K, you do need proof of income since it is a qualifying program. We look forward to seeing you this kindergarten roundup and hope to see you there.